We're live. We're live. We're live. Oh, we're live. It's been a long day. Man, I look like I've had a long week. Oh, I've had a long week for sure. I'm going to give it a little bit, wait for everybody to come in. So, those of you who are coming to the show late or are going to be watching this on replay, how's it going? Glad you came over. Thanks for being here. Um, I don't do a lot of these live things, but I want to try to do a little bit more of them because it's a great way to get people involved and to be able to have a really rapid conversation. The comment section is really great as far as the in videos go, but the nice thing with the whole live thing is it gives us the ability to have this conversation in real time, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So tonight I will be drinking uh, water on the rocks. Two hacks, good to see you, sir. Nice to see you. I am. I'm going to be playing with StreamYard for the first time, really, as a host tonight. So, um, see if that makes sense. Is that better? I still need to work on my whole background in my office. Also, I've got a red wall. Like my whole office is red, so I need to figure out a better way to make my office look good. But I'm playing out with StreamYard tonight. So this is my very first time doing a StreamYard stream by myself. But I have realized that I could do a couple of really cool things here on StreamYard. One of which is the fact that I think I can click on this. Now look at that. And I can highlight a comment. So throughout this live stream, I'm going to give the ability to include comments over here like that in the live stream so that when we go back through the replay and people go back through, they can often they're going to be able to see it because a lot of times depending on how you're viewing the replay of a live stream, a lot of times you cannot see the chat window. And this is going to give me a way to do that. The other nice thing is with this little handy dandy tool is it allows me to share my desktop. So instead of me trying to record my screen or yeah, record my screen. What's up, Corey? Down in the dirty South, bro. How you doing? It can't be much warmer down there than it is up here. We're like on 60 days straight up here in Ohio, so we're getting some real Mississippi weather up here. But it gives me the ability to share my desktop, which is really neat. So when we go through things like analytics and stuff, and I want to talk about a couple of different things in the analytics side of things, as well as bring up some kind of touchy subjects that I want to bring up on this whole YouTube philanthropy online thing, doing good deeds thing. It's going to be kind of a little bit of an awkward conversation, and I'm going to bring up a couple people that I guess are kind of in the same space, but I'm not really a fan of, and I'm wanting your guys' feedback on. But because I have the ability to share my desktop, I can click on this little button right here and click share screen, and I can click on this, and I can click on this. Look at that. Check that out. You guys can see everything that I'm doing. Isn't that freaking cool? So this is the screen share of where we are as of this moment right now. I can refresh this page, and that is where we are right now. We are 624 subscribers. So today has actually been a really, really good day. I'm very excited to see that. Um, over the last several days, we've had a lot of really good analytics growth. Whoops, clicked on the wrong thing. Go back here. If we go to analytics, we could look at, you can see viewership wise has been pretty good. Nice little mountain we got ourselves built here. View time is doing really well. A little down from yesterday, but that's okay. And our subscriber count is climbing nicely. All of which are really, really good things. So I'm very excited about all that stuff. So yay us on 624 subscribers. I think it was like just yesterday. Yeah, just yesterday we hit 613. So which means we picked up another 11 today. which is awesome. Um, yeah, super awesome. I'm not sure where did we get those people. Oh, we got 7 off that one short. How about that? Anyway, we'll go over a bunch of this stuff in a little bit. I don't want to get too deep into the analytics right off the rip. That's for later on in the show. So let's get this party started. It's freezing here. It was a high of like, here, check this out. Ta-ta! It's freezing here. It was a high of like 40 today. We didn't know what to do. 40? Dude, it was colder in Mississippi than it was in Ohio? That's rough. Yeah, I'm sure you were. I'm sure you guys were all kinds of scared. World's ending. Southwest Virginia. How was my Thursday evening? My Thursday evening has been fantastic. Jesse, thank you very much for asking that. Katrina and I just started watching season 1 of Reacher. I have already watched season 1, but now that season 2 has come out, I have talked my lovely other partner into watching Reacher with me. So we started the series over, and it's a crime drama with a insanely attractive 6'5" ripped dude. So yeah, she's into the show. So thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Charles, good to have you, sir. Thanks for always being here. Good evening, Austin, and all good people. I really like this feature that I can include you guys in the video. The whole reason I'm doing this is because if you're coming late to this video, uh, is the ability to include you guys in the conversation and in the video stream. So when this gets replayed, these comments and things, you'll be able to see them in the replay. Also, by the way, just so we all understand each other, these videos do go into the replay feature of the YouTube page. So you can go back and rewatch the entire thing if you'd like to. The neat thing, as we're talking about growing a channel, is the live streams kind of are a double dip. So we will get credit for this live stream as watch time. Then if you go back and watch the video afterwards, we will get credit again as watch time. So these, especially when you're trying to grow a new YouTube channel, these live streams are incredibly useful. Because people are typically going to be in them for longer than they are going to be in just a normal video. And B, because you have the ability to kind of double dip them. So that's one of the neat things. And as I said, I don't think anybody was even in here when I was talking to myself. Um, the nice thing about the live thing is we can talk in real time. You know, you guys can put messages in there, and I can read those messages. I can post those messages. They can be in here. It's always great to be able to have comments and stuff and videos, but I like the feature with the live chat thing on the side, so we can actually have a conversation about stuff. So I want to try to do more of these things. I think like this time of night is probably good for most people. Is 8 p.m. kind of a good time for folks? Figure it's 8 p.m. East Coast, which means it's what 5 p.m. West Coast, I guess. I'm still trying to figure out, publication time, and especially as we get past the original 90 days of this channel, I really want to kind of fine tune when videos are going to come out instead of right now where I'm just kind of like haphazardly throwing stuff up however I possibly can. Um, if I can have the ability to kind of lock down a publication day and time would be nice. I think because the Lucor channel I do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm thinking maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, maybe. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I also thought maybe do it during the day, or put the videos out during the morning. That way, people have like during the day to watch them. So maybe I'll film them the night before and then put them up for the morning so you guys can watch them. I don't know. I'm all ears on that kind of thing. Pam, good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Yes, good time here. Good, good, good. Fear it is. I mean, it's the evening time, so everybody should be, relaxing. Hopefully, don't have a whole lot of night workers here. Maybe. Jesse, glad to hear. Yes, the time works great for me. Thanks. Great. I haven't even really honestly looked into my analytics as far as time zones and stuff where everybody typically lives. I know we've got a pretty wide range of people already that are involved. So I want to try to tailor this around everybody we possibly can so the whole team is, as many people as possible. So if 8 o'clock works for most of you folks, that would be great for me too. So anyway, let's get started on what I officially want to discuss with you in Good Things Live number 3. So, first off, welcome to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams, changing the world for good. One viewer at a time. That means all you wonderful folks that are here with me this evening are changing the world. I do, Frank. Isn't that neat? Check that out. I can click on it and you're on the screen. We have had a fantastic couple of days as far as video growth goes, as far as channel growth goes. We've been picking up a lot of new subscribers, and I'm very, very, very thankful for those folks for joining in. It is the number one thing on this that will help this channel grow is new growth, new subscribers, new people. I love all of you that are continuing to support the channel, and those of you who are here are the reason we have gotten to where we are. The bringing new people thing in is going to get us over that threshold of 1,000 people that we need to have as subscribers. Now, it looks like a lot of those folks are coming over from shorts, which is great because they're joining. The problem is what a lot of folks have been discovering with YouTube is the fact that shorts viewers most often do not translate into long form video viewers. So anything that's posted as a full video, typically speaking, is not something shorts viewers will be watching. So it gets a little bit tricky that you're almost running kind of two channels at the same time. Is you have the people that watch your channel that watch shorts, and then the people that watch your channel that watch long form content. I am more of a long form content kind of guy. I don't mind doing shorts. You can't be as impactful, I don't think, with shorts. I can give you your mornings and I can toss little bits of here and bits there, and they're good for just kind of, like quick little spots. But you can't really get into the nitty gritty and the important stuff as far as I know in shorts. They kind of work as a really tiny little appetizer. But it's undeniable that they're good for growing the channel. So I'm going to continue working on the shorts thing. And I don't know if anybody in the live is from shorts. If you are, please speak up. I would appreciate that. But it's just kind of one of those things. Like, we may not. You got to play the game, however the game is, and the game changes all the time. So that's YouTube, man. You just got to kind of roll with it and go where you are. So anyway, thank you all very much. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in for this evening. I have a few things that I want to talk about, but more importantly, I want to get the whole community kind of a sticky conversation. And I really, really want to have the conversation rolling over here in the sidebar. That's really what I'm looking for. I want your input and your reaction to kind of stuff that I want to talk about, because I'm really looking at um, the way I want to take this channel, the way I want this channel to continue to grow, and ideas for growing as a channel. Why the last video was that comment that slighted me highlighted? I don't know what you mean, Frank. Who does the highlighting of comments in the comment section? The only thing I can know about comments highlighting was this video thingy that I just did with your thing, where I can click a button and pick people up. What are you talking about? Give me some info. Anyway, so what I really want to talk about tonight is something I actually brought up again the other day, is the idea of involving other people in growing this channel. Obviously, the smiley bearded face of this channel is me, but I really do want to bring other people on. I really do want to involve other folks in helping to grow this thing that we're building, and being able to highlight and feature and show off some stuff that other people are doing outside of my reach. A comment from the last video. The guy said I was not raised right. I'll read it, Frank. Was it from the short or from the long form video? And do they have any idea what they're talking about? I'm sorry somebody mentioned something. That's definitely not something that I would have highlighted. It may be that was most recent comment. Maybe that's what maybe did it. I'll take a look at it. Somebody's misbehaving. I'll fix their wagon. Thank you for being here, Frank. But that's kind of one of the things that I'm talking about is, does it make sense to include other people, and who do we include in that thing? I don't want to dilute the brand. No, not that we really have much of a brand. But I don't want to dilute the brand by just kind of scattershotting and bringing all kinds of different people on. But I do want to increase the reach. I do want to make it a bigger thing. And I think a lot of times, like on the automotive side of things, the best way you can really help a channel grow is through collaboration videos. So doing a video with another creator, another content creator, if it's another shop or another whatever, somebody else who has a YouTube channel or an Instagram channel, that is the best way to help a channel grow, is through collaborations. Well, in this world, in this, I don't really have anybody that's local that is looking to do this kind of stuff or that does this stuff. So I don't really have anybody else in the creator space. I could lead into, or I could lean into like, yeah, I don't even really want to, like, I could bring in more automotive people and talk about automotive stuff on here, but I really want to keep the two kind of portions of my life separate. And I don't have anybody that's in the philanthropic space that I'm connected to. So it's a little tricky for me. I'm looking for something that I can do here other than just me, that we can help develop the channel. That's really what I'm looking for. I know you do, Frank. I appreciate that. I will look at seeing what's going on there, and I will take care of it. I promise you, sir. Thank you very much for your support, and I'm glad you're here. Non-typical. Thanks for being here. Good evening, Cindy. Good evening. Glad to have you here. By the way, this is water and ice. There's nothing adult in there. So with that said, first thing I want to discuss this evening is going to be, I don't even know how I really want to bring this up. So there are unfortunately folks out there that use philanthropic stuff, or at least come off as using philanthropic activities, for clout, for their own good, for whatever. They just do good deeds and put them on camera because it makes them feel better and it makes people tell them that they're great people, right? It's unfortunately a thing. People realize that, give $1,000 to a homeless guy and do it on camera is gonna, oh, he's such a great person. That's gonna get a lot of people. It's gonna tug at a lot of heartstrings. It's gonna bring people in, and that's not really what I want to do. And it's not really in my mind, a way to build a channel. I feel like it's kind of cheating. I could do that. I could go take $1,000 and find some random homeless person and hand them $1,000 with a camera in their face and watch them cry. But I don't feel good about doing that. That's not my kind of thing. I'm also seeing that a lot of those people that do that are essentially almost entirely like short form people that I'm going to guess are probably coming over to this platform or cross posting stuff between Instagram and TikTok, because all of their stuff that's going crazy seems to be short form content. So I want to bring up two content creators that I have just randomly had drop into my personal feed lately. And this is where I get to show off my new little tool and the ability to share a desktop. So let's click on this, and let's click on this, and let's click on that. Huzzah! All right. So this gentleman just dropped into my feed yesterday or the day before yesterday. I found him through this video here, which is a short.
I see this guy walking by my house every day. What's up, buddy?
Hey, bud.
What's going on?
So
walking to work again?
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is. I don't know where this guy is. I don't know what the backstory of this is. But this guy's walking to work, allegedly walking to work. This guy sees him walking to work all the time, and he says he's going to give the guy a car because he needs a car because he's walking and he doesn't have the money to afford a car. Okay, whatever that is. And then he also hands the guy, and this video, by the way, got 14 million views and climbing. And you can see his previous stuff has absolutely nothing to do with anything along the lines of philanthropy. This is, I don't know.
Hey, let me get a flathead.
I got it. I got it.
I
I got it.
Pond jump, none of this stuff has anything to do with what this is that went crazy. And this has got 14 million views. The follow-up video that's right after this is the gentleman kneeling next to the car he was being given, and him saying, "Hey, by the way, I'm also going to give you $2,000." And the gentleman is actually legitimately crying. Right? The guy is legitimately crying. And then the follow-up video to that is Grateful Man gives away food to the homeless, where they go to McDonald's and they get 20 cheeseburgers and they wander around and they give 20 cheeseburgers away. And that's got 168,000 views. So it went from 14 million views to 2.2 million views to 168,000 views. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. But it's not really what his channel is about. That's not really what he does, right? He just happened to have done something and it went huge. Now, the income off of shorts is really, 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 really small. Typically speaking, it's like 7 cents per 1,000 views. So even a 14 million view video is not going to be a massive amount of money. Now, if you have 14 million views on a long form video, that's some money. That can make some differences. But 14 million views on a short doesn't really do anything. However, it will really quickly grow your channel. If we look at my stuff, and we'll go back here to our channel dashboard here. So this video here, channel growth from earlier today, has 7 subscribers on 336 views, right? If we go to this other short, let's see here. What's your favorite thing Santa brought you? We picked up 6 subscribers off that one, off of 1,000 views. So you can gain a lot of subscribers off of a short that does really, really well. And if we go back to his, 14 million views on that one video, he's got 88,000 subscribers on 18 videos. So what he basically did is he did something here and it did really, really well. And then he followed it up and followed it up. And it started to do less and less well. I don't even know, honestly, how old this video is.
See this guy walking by my house every day.
It's from 7 days ago.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, bud.
And then his next thing is we're giving away a car to one of our subscribers next. Subscribe, stay tuned for the next video. You might be the winner. Okay, whatever. But essentially, he built his entire channel off of this one act, right? But if you look at his long form content, go to his videos. This is from a day ago, 500 views. This is from 10 days ago, 3.3 thousand views. And this is just the longer form version of the short that he posted. This is from 13 days ago, giving a car away to a man in need. And it's just a repost, basically, or a longer version of the 2 shorts he put up before. Then I got a free ATV. Don't know what that has to do with anything, but that's it. That's the whole channel. Now this one's got a lot of views, but it's in follow-up to the original short. So he basically built his entire channel off of this one act of kindness that he did, where he filmed himself giving away a car to this gentleman here, and then giving him $2,000, and then going out and giving away cheeseburgers. So my question is, how do people feel about this? It works. Let's be honest, it works. How do people feel about it? Am I just being overly critical about the fact that I don't like that. And it's a channel that has absolutely nothing to do about doing good things for good people. Now, I'm also not saying don't be doing good things for good people, even if your channel is not that way. But I don't like the fact that that seems to be the only thing that's successful about that channel. And I don't know how I feel about the idea of using something like that to grow this channel, because it undoubtedly works. I could do something like that. I could give somebody a car. I could give somebody a pile of cash. I could do that, but it feels weird to me. It feels exploitative to me that I'm using somebody's misfortune and their bad situation for the growth of the channel. And please comment. I'm genuinely asking this conversation is what is it how does it make you feel? Is it something that you guys are okay with to do that kind of thing? Would you be okay with me doing that kind of a thing? That's what I'm asking. Red Eye, hey, good to have you here, sir. Hey, better late than never. Um, right now, we are discussing a fellow content creator who had something go rather viral about him giving away a car on a channel that doesn't seem like it has anything to do with any of that. And then kind of riding the coattails of that, seeing. And then my question is, does it make sense for me to do something like that? Am I just being overly critical of that kind of thing? And I should just shut up and do something like that to be able to grow the channel, especially with the fact that this channel is all about that. So people who maybe come to it because of that, um, maybe those would be the same people that would be interested in hanging around for long form content. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. John, you bring up a great point, sir. How much of that is real? Give my son $2,000 and make it look good. And that's I don't want to I don't want to say that it's fake. I don't want to say that people do things for just to put it on camera. I want to think that it's not something like that, but I 100% agree with you. I could dress somebody up that I know, make them look homeless, and stage something, um, and do it just for the account growth. And again, I'm not saying that this gentleman has done that. That I'm not saying that. But it is a possibility. It is a thing. There are people who take advantage of people's charity or who take advantage of the situation. We don't know the backstory. I haven't done any more digging into it, but it wouldn't be hard to spoof it. It wouldn't be hard to cheat the system. Um, and we've had some people that have mentioned uh, connecting or kind of blending the two sides of what I do for a living with the whole car thing and the philanthropy thing, and maybe do something where I give a car somebody, or I give away, I cover somebody's repair bill, or whatever the case may be. And that's certainly something that I could do. That is something I could do. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm not entirely sure that I want to uh, connect those two things quite as strong as that. Um, yeah, so red eye, that's kind of something that I've been kicking around. Um, and we run into stuff like that that's available, you know. And if I were to do that, it would something that Rich and I would both have to kind of agree is a thing, because I would also feel like I would want to attach kind of a service plan to it, I guess, where, for the next 6 months or a year, we support keeping that car on the road and keeping that person in that car. Um, I don't know the the back end of how I would make that work. Um, but it's a possibility. I'm not saying no. It's something that's a possibility. It's a possibility. Um, especially as we're going into the winter season. And for anybody who walks to work, it's a terrible time to walk to work. Now, again, winter season here in Ohio has decided it doesn't want to be winter yet. It's still I could still be out in flip flops and shorts right now. Um, so maybe that makes sense. And it's undeniable that having a reliable means of transportation is one of the biggest things that will keep somebody from getting gainfully employed. If you can't get to and from work in a reliable fashion, it's very hard to get a job, or any kind of job that at least any kind of job that's going to be meaningful, that's going to make you any kind of money. Um, I don't know much about much, so I'm going to have the same amount as you. Call you back. Um, yeah, so it's I don't know. I'm really battling with myself about how I want to deal with it. It's undoubtable that if I did something like this, it would be something that could easily go viral. It's something that could easily help the channel explode overnight. And I don't feel as bad about it, because if I did something like that on a channel that's about doing something like that, I don't feel like I'm cheating the system. I don't feel like I'm using something like that purely to grow the channel because it would work, because I know that the channel is about that and I could hopefully bring in some people that are interested in that kind of thing. But it still makes me feel weird about putting a camera in people's faces and doing that kind of thing. You know, I know that. So, Jesse, you bring up another, unfortunately, really interesting point, and very, very important point. Um, there's a lot of problems with drugs, and especially in the homeless world. Um, there are a lot of people that I know that when somebody asks them for cash, they will not give cash. They will do things like buy them groceries, or uh, help them with child supplies, or whatever they may need that is not cash. Because unfortunately, that absolutely can be a problem. Drugs are a problem whether or not you're homeless or not. It's certainly a problem in the homeless community. And a lot of times, if you have a drug problem, regardless, if you find cash and you're in a bad way, it can end up going that direction. Um, it's you know, it's unfortunately it's part of the world we live in. And yes, unfortunately, if you handed somebody $2,000 in cash, it can turn out poorly. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, the problem is though, Pam, is how do I do a background check on somebody? Because I'm not a cop, and I don't have a lot of their I don't have a lot of their personal, I don't have any of their personal information. I just kind of have to take their story for granted. And I've been fed some pretty impressive stories from people that are in a bad way, just to be able to talk me out of some money. That happens. So, um, bust the radio. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Channel's growing like a weed. It is. It's growing well. I'm very excited about this. If we could get to the point where we're growing 10 or 12 new subscribers every single day, bro, we're we're there in days, man. I don't know that it's going to be that way, but if we can keep it that way, we're at 600. And what are we at right now? Let me show off my new technology here again, real quick. Let's go look at this. Channel dashboard. 624. Is that still the live number? Yep, 624. Pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Gain another 10 or 12 every month. That's awesome. And we've only got to get to 1,000 to start this thing getting monetized. So, if we can keep growing at that kind of pace, less than 30 days, or 30 days or less, we're there. So thank you very much for everything you have done as well. You've done some fantastic work, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you being on board with this whole thing. And you are definitely a good things kind of person. So thank you very much. You have been instrumental in that, and I appreciate your support, sir. Let me see here. Red Eye, let's see what you said here. I would contact a local rehab and find someone there who's changed their life, is working and can prove it, have a license and can prove it. Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I have fortunately never had to deal with this myself. I've never been through anything like this. So anybody that's got input on this, I'm very much interested in this. Let me see. What did you say here? Someone who's in phase 2 of the program or a peer mentor that lives there. Okay. So I don't know if how much experience you have in this kind of thing, but on the rehab side of things, are they able to disclose information like that? Um, is the rehab facility able to disclose that, or would I kind of use them to kind of shop me my offer off to somebody that they think might be into that? Because I don't mind doing something like this, but I do want it to go to somebody who truly actually needs it, and I don't want to BS this product. I don't want to. That's not what I want to do here. I want to keep this above board as possible. And maybe if that person is comfortable telling their story, that would be fine with me. I have no problem with that. I think we demonize people that have addiction problems and have gone through substance abuse problems far too much in this country. And a lot of times you end up there through completely unrelated circumstances or some things that are completely out of your own connection or out of your own control. So, if that's possible, I would be okay with that as long as they understand they don't have to share their story. I don't want the giving to be contingent upon them telling their story. If they're cool with it, great. If not, I totally get it. Not a problem. Um, let's see here. Jesse, I would rather put it towards things they need and buy them, etc. Clothing than give them cash. Yeah, I agree, and that's kind of what I've done as well in the past. Anytime I've been dealing with somebody um, who's in a bad way, I will do whatever I can for them, short of giving them a pile of cash. Um, and that's not in any judgment or anything. Even people that I don't think are maybe going to be using it for drugs, I'm not a big fan of handing them just cash outright if I have no other connection to them. Now, people that I meet at work or that I meet through going out to lunch and that kind of stuff, that's a different situation. Those people I will certainly tip well and I will do things for because they are at work, they are working. Now they may have substance abuse problems. I don't know that. But I feel like I'm a little bit more insulated, I guess, on that. So, but yeah, I agree. I mean, it's a problem, man. And I'll tell you, I live in a very, very, very challenged urban environment in Columbus. Um, there are, there are, there's a rehab center like 3 blocks from my house. There are drug and prostitutes 2 blocks from my house. I live in a very urban environment and I choose to live here because I want to be involved in this kind of thing. I want to be around this kind of thing so that I'm not completely disenfranchised from everything. And I think everything's rosy and cheerful. And I live out in rich white peopleville where I don't see anything bad. I want to keep my eyes open on this. I want to see the real world. So that's why I choose to live where I do. And you're on the right track. I agree. Um, I know of one gentleman who went to unemployment office. They pay for titles, fixing his car, get jobs, and then quits. Yeah, see, I want to stay away from things that and in the grand scheme of things, I mean, we can do the best we can do. We can do our best and hope things work out and hope for the best. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we try again. You know, um, it's hard to say. Actually, fan funded is monetized as 503,000 watch hours. Full monetized is 1,004,000 hours. You are correct, sir. And technically speaking, if I wanted to, I could set up the ability for people to make donations in these chats. They could do super chats and super stickers and that kind of thing. Technically speaking, yes. I can actually show you the this here. If we go into YouTube Studio and we look at the earn right here, we have already achieved that level, this piece here. We could also do shopping, so I could sell stuff if I really wanted to. I could connect the shop to sell stuff, or sell memberships, I guess, maybe. But ideally, what I want to focus on is the full monetization thing, which is this piece here, the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours, because this means nobody is coming out of pocket to get us to where we are. It's YouTube paying us based on ad revenue, because I don't want to make it feel like I'm out here shaking the can and asking people to make donations. I really want to keep it just funded by YouTube. Busted Radial, thank you. My pleasure. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. I'm really glad I met you guys. Good group of folks. It's funny how many people I have connected with that are from the No Name Nationals that are fantastic people, like truly fantastic people. The people I've met through that, I've got a good 10 people that I talk to on a reasonably regular basis that are just fantastic folks that I never would have met if I hadn't gone to No Name Nationals. And No Name Nationals was just kind of something that randomly popped into my feed. I'm forever grateful that I went to that event, and I will absolutely go back to more of them because they're great people. And finding more folks that are like-minded, that are interested in the automotive hobby, but that are also interested in this kind of thing is a godsend, to be honest. So thank you for being here, sir. Let's see here. I'm an alumni of the Hope Center in Lexington, Kentucky, in good standing. I can find out their affiliates in Ohio or closer to you. Okay. If that is a thing in Columbus, absolutely find that out for me. If you can give me a warm introduction, we could even make this even bigger. If you can get me a warm introduction with somebody who works at a center here in Columbus that might be willing to talk on camera about what it is they do, I would love to be able to do that, do a sit down and have that conversation, because I think that's something that definitely it goes across all kinds of things. I'm actually working on another side of things with veterans as well, that I'm trying to get myself ingrained with a couple of different veterans groups, and try to get them on camera to be able to talk about what it is that they do, because those are homeless, substance abuse, veterans affairs. Those are top tier things that I think we can absolutely make an impact on. And I would love to be able to do that. So if you could make a warm connection there, you let me know what I need to do, and I will do my dangest to make something happen and get somebody on camera for that. So there's one other person I wanted to show you guys, on this same vein, and I apologize that this is not really what you came here for, but to me, these lives, I've made this comment before about the fact that this is not a dictatorship, right? This is not I'm going to make all the decisions and you guys just stand back and watch. This is a board meeting for me. This is us having a legitimate, open conversation, about what's going on, and being able to go back and forth about this. I want your input. I genuinely, truly, honestly, honest to God, I want your input. I do not, hang on a second, my phone's freaking out. I do not want people to think this is something where Austin makes all the decisions and what I say goes. That's not what I want. These lives are a way that we can talk, and we can have as many people as we want to in this conversation. And we can bounce ideas back and forth, and we can develop ideas. So Red Eye, you brought something up that absolutely you can change the pace in the direction of what this channel is doing. So this is exactly why I want to do lives, is because it gives us the ability to talk like this. So 6% recycled. I see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Another person I met at No Name Nationals. Another wonderful person. I'm telling you, man. Maybe we need to do another. We need to do some sort of other like get together on the No Name Nationals thing, other than just once a year out in Sykeston to set up a spring nationals. Anyway, let me show this other person that I was talking about, which is this guy here. CJ011. He has 1.66 million subscribers. 1.66 million subscribers. And if you look at his long form videos, he doesn't really do any of them. This one's from a month ago. It's got 38 views. It's 8 minutes long. This one is a 3-month-old video. It's 6 minutes long, 12,000 views. This one's from 3 months ago, 9,000 views. This one's from 4 months ago, 13,000 views. So you get the picture here. You know, most of the recent stuff. Okay, we got one here that's 571,000 from 5 months ago. But generally speaking, most of this stuff is pretty low viewership, especially for the fact that you have 1.66 million subscribers, and you're only doing one video a month, one video every other month, something like that, depending. But if you go into his shorts, 19,000, 19,000, 119,000, 137,000, 329,000, 213,000. But we're getting into some real weird stuff here. Like this is the one that actually brought his account to me. Is this short right here? That's what popped it up on my screen. And this has 9.9 million views. The one right before it has 731,000 views. But we're having like confrontational stuff. Police versus bodyguards and that kind of stuff. And that's not really what I want to use to help grow the channel. Now, it's certainly good clickbait. You know, I don't know whether or not this was an intentional thing. I don't even know where this gentleman's from because he's not in the U.S. The dollar bills that he's giving away are certainly not U.S. Maybe I should look at his Instagram page, but you know, there's stuff like this. She pretends to be homeless with kids. She was in the middle of the road begging for money or food. You know, I don't like this kind of stuff. You know, it is a thing, but I feel like this is not a content creator that's really doing real content. He's just doing stuff to get shorts views and to grow his channel. And yeah, he may be doing some stuff to help people, but
no way.
I'm just trying to raise some money for my kids for a Christmas present. I'm selling this.
I don't know. What do you guys think? What is, you know, do I do something like this? You know, I've actually thought about doing something along the lines of this, where I look like a homeless person, which, if we're honest, I can pull that off. You know, and I stand outside and I pretend like I hold a sign that says, you know, I'm not actually homeless. I'm just standing here for those who can't, and see what people give. You know, I could put the camera on myself and just see what happens. I have thought about that, and I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that. But I don't like using people who are truly, you know, disadvantaged as a hook. I don't like it. I feel it feels dirty, and especially with the fact that like none of those channels do long form content about what they're trying to do, and there's no way like in the short form game, the only way you're going to do it is you're going to do something that's just a hook, something that's super catchy. I gave $1 million away to blah 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 blah. I gave a free house to a, you know, that's the only thing that they're able to do is just that bang grab the attention thing, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I agree that shorts are a great way to grow a channel. They are undoubtedly. I have grown this channel considerably over the last couple days off of a lot of shorts. But is also undeniable that shorts viewers do not oftentimes become long form viewers. And it comes in, you can see it in our analytics. We've gained several hundred subscribers off of just shorts in the last 60 days of this project being up. But the watch viewership on long form content has not been changing much. And we'll look at that here in just a minute when I pull up our analytics for the page. So Brian fell asleep. Brian, sir, it's not even 9. Anyway, Brian just got here, fell asleep in my chair before the live started. I get it. I understand. Well, I'm glad you woke back up and you made it to the live, even if it's at the end. Now, the good news is what you can do is you can go back and you can watch the whole thing all over again. And all of that watch time will count for watch time for the video. Anybody, honestly, who is in here who wouldn't mind going back and rewatching the video, the nice thing is, and I brought this up at the beginning of this live, and I will bring it up again. It would be wonderful for you because you can double dip on viewing time. All of the time spent on the live counts as view time, and then all of the time spent rewatching the live counts as view time, which is wunderbar. Very nice. So, if you wouldn't mind, go back and do that. Let's see. Yeah, Arnold, you're on the same page as me. It dropped into my feed, and I will say that what else is also really interesting is your feed is very much based on what you're doing and what your channel's about, what your viewing habits are. So like my feed for the Good Things for Good People channel and my feed for the Lucor channel are drastically different. Those two things do not intersect at all. And I get that. But I'm getting into this kind of odd world where I feel like YouTube is now showing me all of these people that are out here doing like, I don't even want to know what I want to call that. But it feels dirty. It doesn't feel on the level, maybe on the level. I don't know. Maybe. It just feels weird. Let's see here. Shorts gain subs, but don't count towards hours, unfortunately. I think all watch time should count. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Like, the thing is, like, 1 minute shorts counting as watch time, you got to get a ton of 1 minute shorts to be able to really get you anywhere. You know, yeah, I mean, if somebody watched the whole 1 minute of a 1 minute short, which is rare, because that video is going to go crazy if somebody's made a 1 minute short that people actually pay a watch for the full 1 minute. It is what it is. I mean, shorts are just kind of they're, as far as I'm concerned, they're an appetizer. Unfortunately, they're also necessary on YouTube now, so I'll keep doing them, and it doesn't bother me. All I got to do is whip out my phone, shoot a quick little video, upload it, call it a day. It doesn't bother me, and I honestly, genuinely like the whole like good morning thing and just like kind of checking in throughout the day. I think it's more personal than posting something in text. Um, so whatever. It is what it is. It's unfortunate that shorts are essentially almost worthless as far as income goes, but it's a game we got to play because we're on the YouTubes. Brian, I'm old. Hey, you know what? I get it, man. And especially for me this week, because I'm up half the night with doing everything that I'm doing. And then I've also got to be at the shop I leave my house at 7:30 in the morning to get to the shop by 8 to open the shop and be all the Dave I can be all week. So I get it, man. I was struggling a little bit before I got on here. I get it. Oh, have I ever thought about doing stunts? Yeah, I know. I know, man. I know. I know. It would work. Undeniably, it would work. Have I thought about it? Sure. Absolutely. Do I feel bad about it? Yes. Absolutely. Would I be willing to do it because I know that in the end it's for the good? And if we can get some kind of massive growth on the channel off of me doing whatever, is it worth it? Maybe, maybe. Sometimes, yeah, there you go. There you go. Sometimes you got a Trojan horse, and I know I have a personal hang up about a lot of that stuff, and I don't want to rely on gimmicky stuff to get people in here. But, there's the phrase necessary evil for a reason. There is a undeniable truth about the fact that doing something that is attention grabbing and a gotcha moment and something like that it's undeniable that it would do something. It would make an impact. And if it made the channel get to 10,000, 15,000, 50,000, 100,000 subscribers, and those subscribers, would they become active subscribers? Would they watch more content? If we look back at those other channels, like, pull these guys up here again. Like this guy's got 14 million views on this video from a couple of weeks ago, and then the same long form videos, nothing, absolutely nothing. So like this is the video of that same dude.
Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime.
Yeah.
It's Friday, December 29th.
Twisted Tea is a refreshing hard iced tea made with real brewed tea. Keep it twisted.
He's going ordering, and it's shot in that same format. So it's literally just
you want to do it
footage, and it's reposted as long form content, right? Long form, and it's 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Long form content, but it's filmed in that same vertical shorts format. He just didn't cut any of the footage, but it only got 3,000 views, 3,300 views. So let's say his CPM is $10, which I guarantee you it's not. Guarantee you it's not. But let's say his CPM is $10. So on that long form video, his CPM would have been $30. He would have made $30 minus YouTube's cut. So he would have made $18. You can't do philanthropic stuff on $18. You can't do that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not going to bust out my calculator right here, but somebody figure out what you get. You get 7 cents per 1,000 views. Okay, roughly speaking, on shorts. He got 14 million views on that one video. What's 14 million views times 7 cents per 1,000 views? Somebody do that math. Tell me how much money he made off that one short. I bet it's not $2,000. I don't know. That's the problem I have. If I did something stunty, yeah, Brian, it depends on where you're going, especially for. Listen, my cheeseburgers are not that cheap. It's the problem is the shorts viewers don't translate over into long form stuff. So if I did something kind of gimmicky, it would have to be long form gimmicky. It would have to be something that I would do as a, I don't know. That's an interesting point, Patriot. That's an interesting point. I don't know whether or not that works. That's a very valid, possibly very valid, very interesting point. I don't know if it changes the analytics in the background if YouTube sees me as a verified account that is getting money sent by viewers, if that would affect my visibility of the channel. That's an interesting question. I don't know anybody that I could ask that of, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. The thing is, so a lot of YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube, and a lot of YouTube coaches will say, you've got to get out there and you've just got to get posting. Don't make it perfect. Just post it. You know, the hardest thing you got to do is click record, and then the next hardest thing you got to do is click upload, because a lot of us want to get to the point where we've got a video just perfect. We want to script it, we want to shoot it right, we want to edit it right, we want to make it just polished and perfect. And a lot of times you're going to overthink things. And if I made a perfect video and 200 people saw it, and it took me 3 days to make it, well, what if I made imperfect videos and I put up 3 imperfect videos over that same 3-day period, and 200 people saw each of those videos? Well, now I've got 3 times the viewership off of that same time period, but all of them say, or most of them say, spend time uploading. Just upload. Get out there and do it, and build the community and start going. Even when you suck, just keep doing it. And I'm not saying that I suck, and I'm not saying that these videos suck. I don't think they suck, and I don't think I suck. But we're just grinding it out. The first chunk, we're grinding it out. And a lot of them say, hey, get your 90 days under your belt. Do it. Get out there and do it, and just keep grinding it. Keep posting and keep going. And after 90 days, then assess where the channel is and then make your adaptations from there. Judge with what worked, what didn't work, what's good, what's bad, cut out what isn't working, what can you improve with, and then make your judgment call from there. But for the first 90 days, just go after it. And that's what I've really been trying to do with this channel, is I am absolutely just going after it. I'm doing everything I possibly can. I'm doing shorts, I'm doing long forms every single day. Pretty much, I think I've missed 3 days in the entire time of the last almost 70 days. That's what I'm trying to do. But we're 20 days-ish away from that 90-day period ending. At the end of that 90-day period, we can change things. We can make some adaptations. And that's when I kind of want to institute this kind of stuff. Like, does it make sense to change how we're doing this? Does it make sense to do every other day videos? Does it make sense to do some more gimmicky stuff that's going to get people interested? Does it make sense to, I don't know what, does it make sense to take fan donations? Maybe. And that's all stuff that we can talk about in 20 days or so, once the 90-day thing is done. So, we'll see. I don't know. Let's see here. So let's check. My buddies who do panels are making money. He's only got 3,600 subs. He's in a troll community. They'll push that content. They'll push ours. I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want people to think that I'm trying to ask people for money on here. That's not what I want this channel to be about. That's not what I want to do with this. That's not what I want to do here. I want to stick to the same idea. Now, I have kicked around the idea, and I've had a couple people ask me this, which is why I've considered this, is doing something like a membership sticker, like a Good Things for Good People membership sticker for like 2024, like selling memberships that you could put a sticker on, like your car or your phone or whatever, some sort of small membership sticker that's whatever cost. And we could use that money as seed capital to be able to start doing some of this stuff. I'm not entirely opposed to that. If it's something that people are interested in, I may do that after the 90 days are up. That may be something I'd be willing to do. We just have to figure out what they would cost and what we want to charge for them. But I do kind of like the idea of, an outward way that people can show, hey, look, I'm on this team. So that's maybe a thing. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. What's Corey say? If you think it would make for a good story testimony, I would love to come on someday and share what it's like for me growing up different. Oh, brother, you different. Yeah, Corey, you know what? I would be 100% comfortable with that. I would be totally fine with it. And you've spent most of your life talking to people about, your difference. So if you're comfortable with it, I totally would. Absolutely. Um, and that's the thing, like, I don't want us to think about the fact that this doesn't have to be pigeonholed into whole, like, doing things for people that are homeless or have drug problems or whatever. Like, this whole thing can be much, much bigger than this. We can make this all kinds of things. Um, you know, People that suffer from all kinds of stuff can be involved in this, and we can do good things for all sorts of different people. So if you're comfortable with it, man, absolutely. All you really need is either a phone or a laptop with a camera on it, and we could do something like this because I'm half a planet away from you or half a country away from you. Or I could come up with an excuse to get my butt to Mississippi, one of the two. But yeah, man, if you're comfortable with it, I would absolutely love to do that. I think it'd be a very interesting conversation. Now, you and I would have to be a little bit reserved on what we talk about because you know a lot of the skeletons in my closet, and I know a lot of the skeletons in your closet. So we'd have to be a little careful on what we talked about. But yeah, man, if you're in, I'm totally in. Absolutely. Um, the fans want to support you. Why wouldn't YouTube? Yeah, that's maybe, possibly. YouTube still has absolutely no idea what this channel is all about. I'll be blatantly honest with you. YouTube has no freaking clue what this channel is all about. None at all. Here, hold on a second. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let's go to our channel dashboard and let's get back into that video analytics thing. All right. So here's our video analytics. Let's go back to the entire channel. Okay. All the way back out. Nope. Wrong button. Quit hitting that. Let's go dashboard. All right. So we are all the way out on our dashboard, right? If we go to analytics and then we go to research. Yeah, no kidding. Audience. That's what I wanted as audience. All right. So watch time from subscribers versus non-subscribers. 77.5% of our total watch time on the channel for the last 28 days has come from subscribers, you folks. 22.5% have come from not subscribed. Now, we are cheating this number by a bit because I know that there are people who watch this from things that are not logged in, like a TV or a tablet or a laptop or whatever, that is not logged into their YouTube channel. So I know there are a few people who are cheating for that. So take that as a grain of salt. But if we get down to how people discovered where did it go? Overview? See more. Traffic source. Lifetime. Okay. So for the life of the channel, hang on a second. Let me drop this off here. For the life of the channel, shorts feeds, 34,000 views. Browse, 8,200 channel pages. This is the people who have shared the channel, and I'm going to show this here in a second. Notifications, YouTube search. 3%. 3%. 3% of our viewership has been through YouTube search. And the average view duration from YouTube search is 1 minute and 14 seconds. So YouTube has absolutely no idea what this channel is about, who to show it to. There's nobody searching for any of the content that has anything to do with this. And the people who do come over aren't interested just 100% been analytical on it. That's the biggest problem we have right now, is the fact that YouTube has no freaking clue whatsoever what this channel is about, who to show this content to. And that's the biggest problem, is if we do turn on the ability for people to make donations through this, YouTube is going to take a cut. They're going to take their cut. With the channel will get some, YouTube will get some. But I still don't have any faith whatsoever that YouTube is going to have any clue who to show this content to. Now that may change over the next couple of weeks and months. I don't know. But most YouTube channels, if you guys are content creators, go back here and look at your traffic source. See how much of your traffic is 3% from search. I guarantee you it's not 3%. And if it is 3%, you're doing something drastically wrong with your titling, your descriptions, and your tags. Because every channel should be 20% or higher, especially a new channel. It should be completely flipped of this. It should be 30 or 40 or 50% of the traffic should be from YouTube search, not from browse feature and channel pages and that kind of stuff. Because this is almost entirely going to show our content to people who already watch this content. And it's not doing anything for growth. Just how it is. Now, I will show this as another cool thing, is you can go into channel pages here and you can show where traffic has come from people's shares. Okay. So we can actually see, this is the Lucor page, obviously, and I've got 3,000 views. Of the 55,000 we have total, 3,000 of them have come from direct shares off of the Lucor page, which makes sense because it's also a page starring me. Good things for good people, me directly sharing links on here, that's been big. And average watch time has been fantastic, so I need to continue doing that. Red Eye, you're 176 views out of that. Appreciate you, sir. Buff's Garage, he shared it the other day. That's got me 58 views. Two Hacks, 27 views. So, and then there's, I don't know what the heck these are because these people have never shared this stuff. So, you can actually see where these folks are coming from on your YouTube analytics, which is, to me, pretty interesting. Anyway, so it's been a really good couple of days. We've done a lot of growth. We've done a lot of channel growth. We've grown from just 600 the other day to 624 at the moment, which is awesome. It's going to be a question of whether or not those folks are going to watch long form content, or if they're just going to stick around for short form content. If they're shorts viewers, it is what it is. They're shorts viewers, they're shorts viewers. It's really hard to convert those people over. Hopefully they do. If they do, great. If they don't, whatever. But we can also keep doing the shorts thing and keep rocking it there. And once the channel gets, once the channel gets monetized, we can start making some money off of shorts. It's not going to be much, but it's something. So maybe I don't know. We'll see. Let me see here. I have a contact from Raleigh, North America that owns a print shop that mainly does stickers. Okay. Might be something we can do. I mean, if you guys are interested in the stickers thing, I'll put a poll up on the page tomorrow if people are interested in stickers, and we can start working on mock-up for a membership sticker. If people are interested in it, I'm not opposed to it. So we'll see. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. And I saw your comment here. I will let you know on that. I also I want to figure out a way that I can get myself down to the Mid Ohio Food Bank with you and be able to do an adventure down there and do some filming, because I think that's definitely an easy low hanging fruit that we can get a hold of. I'm just totally screwed the last couple of weeks with being able to do stuff with my life situations that are going on in my family, as well as work stuff and the holidays. It's been impossible for me. So once I get through next week, I should be able to do more of that stuff. So we're going to have to do something with that. Maybe this virus for folks dealing with physical challenges. I have a fairly unique story, as you know. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, sir. And, and that's something that's important, that says, everybody has their challenges, man. Everybody does. It's not one one area or not. Everybody has challenges, even me, and I'm amazing. I'm beautiful, I'm healthy, I'm smart. I have an enormous ego, so I'm fine. But even things for me, like I have things I have my own challenges. So yeah, no, that kind of conversation is absolutely valuable. Would make a sticker or packet to go along with the first membership. Once a year, change the sticker design. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. And make it, I don't know, $12 or $24 or something like that, some divisible by 12, so that it makes sense that you're a member for that year. If that's something people are interested, I'm in. I'm all about it. And then we can directly use that money, and then we can make a decision. Does it make sense for Austin to do something gimmicky that's gonna snatch attention, or do we stay the course with doing things the way we want to do things? I don't know. It's a conversation we can have. Pam, like the sticker? All right. Well, I'll put a post in the community tab tomorrow, and we'll let people vote, see if it's something we want to do. And if it is, then I need to find a graphic artist to design a sticker and hopefully do it pro bono. Let's see here. I want to wrap this up here. Yeah, Patriot man. That's the thing. Like the people that come over from the shares from a lot of the automotive people, you guys already have yourselves really good folks. Like you have some really good people, and that's one of the things that a lot of channels don't understand is the impact that a share can have from their channel of another channel. There is no greater instant change than excuse me, my goodness. There is no better instant change, instant boost to a channel, to a video, than sharing it from another channel. None. Because the people who are going to see that share are the most dedicated people of your channel. They're the people that get your notifications, that pay attention to your community tab. So you're going to typically send the best of the best from your channel over to the other channel. So if anybody else would like to share it, who has a YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and share away. I appreciate it. All right. So last thing I want to talk about before we close this up for tonight. Let's figure out a way to do it after we get monetized. It may go viral, and yes, we'll keep the skeletons buried. So this is one of the other important things. How do I say this? I'm focused right now. I want to grow the channel right now. I want to do everything I can within reason to make this channel get monetized as quickly as possible. But I don't want to show all my cards yet. I don't want to pull all the aces out of my sleeves. Because if I do right now, we won't get anything out of it. I learned that lesson on the other channel. When I did the Big Block Wars video, and it went viral and I think it got like 60,000 views in like 2 days. I made $0 for it because we had some sort of verification thing from Google that came through that they sent in the mail that we didn't get yet, and they demonetized the page right before that video went live. So all of that revenue for that video, we didn't make $1 off of it. And I don't want to have that happen with this. If you and I do something, Corey, and it gets huge and it gets a massive amount of viewership, I don't want it to be something that we don't get revenue off of. I want to hold that as an ace in the hole not in case, for when the channel gets monetized, because I think that could be something huge. I completely agree with you. And yes, please, we'll keep the skeletons buried. Yes. Anyway, guys, I've talked longer than I wanted to tonight than I thought I was going to. I appreciate all of you so much for being here. You've been fantastic. I don't know how long it'll take for this to go up on the YouTube's page to be able to watch this. So when it does, if you wouldn't mind going back and watching it again, or letting it play at least, even if you're not watching it, or if you forgot about something and you wanted to rehash it, whatever. This is an hour and 20 minutes, and that's a significant amount of watch time. So if you wouldn't mind, go back, watch that, let it play, let it do its thing. That's what this is all about. And I appreciate you guys so much. The ability to do these lives and being able to have these kind of board meetings kind of thing, that may be what I change this to, is maybe we make this a board meeting kind of thing, because I think that's truly what we can really make this into, because we're all going to be involved in this process. And there is no better direct way to be able to have these conversations than in a live like this. There's just not. We can have these conversations. We can put stuff up. I mean, we've made decisions tonight that, that are going to change the channel. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for supporting this project. Thank you for supporting me and my craziness and wanting to do this kind of thing. I'm glad there are other people out there that share the same insanity that I do. I look forward to what we're going to be doing. We're close to 2024. I'm going to still stay on board with doing my daily videos, at least for the next 20-ish days, until we get to the 90-day mark. And then we're going to have a big conversation about what to do with the channel at 90 days. We're going to see where we are. Hopefully monetize would be great. We'll see. But this thing isn't going away. I'm not giving up on this, and I don't think you guys are giving up on it either. I think there's a lot of people that believe in this, and we all want to see it succeed. So let's just stay focused and keep working the process, guys. So thanks for being here, folks. I really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening. I will see you in the morning. Give you all a good morning before the sun comes up, and have a great one. Bye-bye.